I just got healed from a leg injury and signed up for a 50K race. So this is my first week back of training to get me from 0 to 31.2 miles in under 4 months. Over the course of the week, my training schedule looks like this. Monday, I have an easy run and a lift. Tuesday, easy run and lift. Wednesday is the worst freaking day of them all because I don't run and it's leg day. Thursday's a pace run. Friday's an easy run and an upper body workout. Saturday's another terrible day with just legs and no run. And Sunday's the incredibly challenging long run. Good morning, it is Monday morning and I am about to do the first workout of the week. I normally don't work out in the mornings, but I have a delayed opening today, so I was like, alright, I might as well make the best of my time and go for a run. This was only a 2-mile easy run because it's one day after my long run, so I like to take it easy. Yo, my bad for putting this out there. Check out the nose right now. Anybody else not like this on their runs? I don't know what to do. I was feeling great at the end of my run because running is just a great way to start off your day, and it totally boosted my mood. But I'm also focused on going to the gym as a hybrid athlete, and on Mondays I hit chest and tri day. But there's a specific reason why I'm running and lifting, and it's not mainly for health. It's Tuesday, another early morning workout because I have another delay today. But the reason running means so much to me is, you know, when you have that hard day, when you just don't want to do anything, and you're sat at home and you're kind of just like, all right, I don't know if I'm going to go to the gym today. I might just skip it and watch a movie. Running makes that same situation happen almost every single day. 90% of the time during a run, you'll have those moments where you're like, dude, I really don't want to be doing this. But you get up and do it anyway. Running just simulates those moments in life where you have to get up and keep going. I don't know if you guys agree, but for me, running is definitely more a mental challenge rather than it is physical. But today was a 3-mile easy run, and after my run, I headed to the gym to murder my back and buys. I'm definitely losing my beginner gains, so locking in my form and making sure to push myself each and every workout is becoming super important. Today's a rest day from running because it's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I have work, so I like to take it off on Wednesday because that allows me to have a little extra time to get some things done. So I thought I'd show you what I like to eat for running. A great source of fuel is carbohydrates for running. So this is a 600 calorie bowl of oat bran. Carbs are just such an important part of running to give your body the energy that it needs to keep producing force, to keep pushing you forward. That may have sounded nice and sciencey, but I get my information from places like Google and YouTube, and maybe here and there I'll dabble in an Andrew Huberman podcast or two. Just made it to the gym and I'm really sad. I can't run today, which is obviously a million times better than lifting, and it's freaking leg day, the worst day of them all. But I need to do it because I gotta get my legs equally as strong for my injury. They're both a little weak right now because I haven't been able to walk fully on them in a month. I really did try and kill my legs, and I swear it's not an excuse, but it's super hard to push yourself to the max when one leg is taking on the majority of the work. I think this happens because my right leg is a little bit stronger than my left right now, so it took on a small percentage more, but it made my right leg burn a lot more than my left. I do combine my leg day with my shoulder day, which makes the gym session a little bit more enjoyable. Good afternoon, and it is Thursday. I'm about halfway done with my 3-mile tempo run right now. And as you guys know, I am a Google scientist, right? So basically what I figured out on Google is that tempo running is used to increase the speed of your running. It's not necessarily for the distance, the miles, but it's for how quick you can get each individual mile done. My mind goes through 3 stages during a tempo run, and it starts with stage 1. This is the beginning of the run, and it's simple. I really just don't want to run, but I know it's necessary to reach my goal of running a 50K. Stage 2, the war. In this stage, you question the meaning of your running and often ask yourself, why am I doing this? Or if I really want to keep going. But you know deep down inside that if you don't push yourself, your goals will never come. Stage 3, heaven. This is when you finish your run and you feel like you're on top of the world. And it's probably a similar feeling to Jesse Pinkman when he starts floating, if you know what I'm talking about. Definitely have to take the shirt off on this nice, easy 2-mile run because it is absolutely steamy outside. But I'm actually looking forward to this run. A good sweat while running is just top tier. One of the hardest parts for me to train for this 50-kilometer race isn't the running itself, but it's the balancing act of life. And having a running and lifting schedule to try and fit into the other aspects of my life can get challenging. What helps me overcome the busyness of life is to make sure that I have a set time frame which I can lift and run in, which ensures I get it done. You guys agree that running in the hot is just so much better than running in the cold? You feel so much better, you're so much looser, and when you're in the cold, you start off cold. This, you just start off warm and locked in and ready to go. A super duper light run. It was only 2 miles, but it was nice and warm out, which warmed me up, and I'm feeling good to go to the gym, honestly. It's just a total upper body day today, minus shoulders, because I hit shoulders with legs. The lovely upper body day. I lift my upper body on Fridays because it is a time-consuming lift. But overall, as long as it doesn't involve legs, I'm good. Well, I'm not good, because today is Saturday and it's leg day. During this lift, I had been awake for about 26 hours straight and really just wanted to go to bed. This lift wasn't really to make any crazy gains or hit any PRs, but to build the principle of showing up even though I didn't want to. This principle of showing up no matter how I feel has been one of the main reasons for any of my gains at the gym. Just got out of the gym and I am so incredibly tired. For some reason, when I'm lifting, I can't not make noise if I have 0 hours of sleep. I don't know why that works, but every single rep, I was just like, It is Sunday and it is long run day. This is my first time wearing the pack and I am hyped up to get on this long run. But the long run, it's that mental battle that you go through every single second of the run. In the grand scheme of things, this was a relatively short long run. But since this is only my first week back at training, it was still a pretty difficult 5-mile run. One of my favorite parts about running is the adventure part. Like, that is just driven in who I am. I love to adventure. I love exploration, especially of wilderness. And running just is the most raw, authentic way to just get out into the wilderness and find new places that you haven't seen before. Run is done and I really gotta take a dump, so I'm gonna make this quick. It started off amazing, but then it slowly got harder and harder as the run went on. I felt great, okay, crappy. The long run is always about that mental challenge. So if you can keep breaking new boundaries and pushing new lengths, you'll be able to become a better person and runner on the other side. But if you enjoyed a week of training, maybe you'll enjoy a day in my life of a hybrid athlete. So why don't you go check that out? And I gotta take a real quick juice.